Hi, this is Brett from Hirebook. I'd like to give you a really quick overview of our professional level of support for helping organizations implement objectives and key results, OKRs. It's a 5-step process. Step 1, we work with a leadership team to surface their strategy. Now, this example is for Southwest Airlines. The strategy is just a few simple objectives and their priorities for this quarter. Based on that, we can then work with a broader team to translate that strategy into action. So think of this as your direct reports. For them, what we'll be doing is building this ontology, listing your strategic objectives on the left, your core processes on the top, and scoring the impact of each process on each objective. And obviously, the more important an objective is and the more important a process support is, the more critical that node becomes. I'll give you an example. So for maintenance, the cross-functional team scored themselves as a 3 out of 5 on impact on profitability. So 3 times 5 is 15. So conditional formatting, that's a light gray. They're critical, 5 out of 5, for their support on fewer planes. 5 times 5 is 25, conditional formatting, dark gray. They're also critical, 5 out of 5, for low ticket price, but 5 times 15 is 75, that makes a box turn black. So if I extend the costing and the points out, you can see very clearly that if I'm in maintenance, the most important process for me to support is reduced turnaround time at 150 strategy points. Once I've done that, then I follow it up with support on redesign and ticket price. In other words, the black squares show us the critical performance nodes. That's where we need to make sure that the OKRs, objectives and key results, focus. Now, there's other benefits to this methodology. It lets you figure out where your best processes need to be, your best people, etc. But for us, it's all about OKRs. So based on that, we can then work with the team to draft those objectives and key results. So literally, it's a job of identifying what are the few core objectives, what do you see more of or less of, what are those quarterly targets, and then we work to make sure that we've got the cross-functional support we need to be successful. Literally, this takes, in most organizations, only 2 or 3 days to get to this milestone. The next step is putting it into Hirebook. So what we should be able to do is take that information and literally get down to the daily activity level, if that's the level of granularity that you need to run your business or that particular department. We can then see how is a team performing. We can see how the overall department's performing. And in fact, we can see the whole organization. And we can see that either on the desktop or on whatever mobile device you would like, because business no longer occurs just at the office. And then from there, we'll give you some guidance on how to use this to run better and more productive weekly and monthly meetings, how to do that strategy refresh once a quarter or as required, and even doing that annual larger refresh activity. This activity takes a limited amount of time of the executive team where they help us set strategy. And from there, the project performance team develops the ontology, develops the OKRs, has leadership's review, completes the activity in Hirebook, and then designs those weekly, monthly, quarterly reporting cycles, and then leadership takes ownership of that new OKR system. So hopefully this gives you a quick overview of the methodology we use to help organizations successfully get up and running on OKRs. Thanks for your time.